Okay, so now we can look at the progression. So what often happens when you open up the exchange with the dad grip armbar. Okay, so it's in Ben's best interest now, okay, because I've got control of the head. His route out in this direction is trapped. Okay, he can't go that way. So instead he has to double down and come inside. Okay, so if I didn't understand about the control, okay, protecting the belt line, then this is a good move from Ben. Okay, there's open space for him to go forward with his upper body. Okay, so if he comes in and takes this as an underhook, okay, and I don't control it sufficiently, even if I've got the overhook, that's not enough. Okay, it's got to be pulling the shoulder up into my armpit. But if I don't understand that and I'm holding Ben here, now he's got the opportunity, okay, to fight, to swallow, to win the inside space above the knee. And then look, his first goal is to take the hip in front of the knee line. Okay, so just go like that, fresh. Okay, so like he's looking to do this. This is putting me in trouble. Okay, I'm now on the defensive, and I've lost all the tempo that I gained from attacking the dad grip armbar. Okay, but if he doubles down and comes on the inside like this, okay, and then I immediately drag the arm up into the armpit, then that puts him out of range and it puts me in control. Okay, so I've got the ability to then start looking to attack the head control Mir Lock, which we'll look at now. Okay, so I've dragged him into the, or on the flip side of that, or as well as even, as Ben doubling down by bringing his arm on the inside. If I'm confident in the Mir Lock options that I've got, then I could just use this to drag him in. Okay, so either way, as this penetrates through, I want to reposition my hip a little bit closer to him, just so he doesn't land on top of the hip line, and pull the arm up into the line of my shoulders. Okay, so I've basically dragged him in here. Okay, I already had the head controlled, so now I can reinforce this overhook by bringing the hand up and taking a grip on top of the bicep. Okay, so I've got like a version of a figure four, and I'm controlling the posture. Okay, the last thing I want to do is now close off this space to prevent the turn of the arm and the circle of the hand back in front. Okay, so if I just have this grip and there's an open space, Ben can circle his arm and he can draw it out. Okay, so to make sure that doesn't happen, I want to bring my knee up. So I'm trying to bring my knee up to my nose, covering off the shoulder, gives me nice control, but the main goal is to close off this space here. So I'm trying to get the line of my hip in contact with my forearm. Okay, so now I've got this position controlled. If Ben tries to circle his hand out, he won't be able to. Okay, so if we switch positions. Okay. So, got the dad grip, okay, I'm drawing him in. Okay, either way he comes forward or I pull him in further, he comes to this position here. Okay, I've taken the overhook. Ben can circle his hand if I don't close that space off, and he can remove the grip. Okay, so I need to bring this leg up. Okay, and I'm getting the line of my hip in contact with my forearm. So for now, if he tries to circle that hand out, I've got him trapped in this position. Okay. So the next stage is I want to bring my foot out and connect it to the hip. So while all this is going on, okay, there's fight for control, there's trapping of the arm, there's securing the line of the hip. This leg is going to be looking to retract. Okay, so I just want to kick it forward. Okay, so it frees from the grip of his leg. Draw my knee back, and then I'm looking to press the sole of my foot on the hip. Okay, so come to this position, okay, close everything off, draw this leg out, and connect it to the line of the hip. Okay, so now I've got the control. Okay, I'm forcing Ben into this kneeling position, and now I can start looking to fish out the arm to start attacking the Mir Lock. Okay, so the goal for this, now I've got everything controlled, is to take my hips away. Okay, so this is the benefit of having the foot on the hip. as an additional note, notice that this foot, okay, the one that was a butterfly hook, has now found a home on top of the hip line as well. So my feet are both in alignment, and I can press into the Ben's hip line, and I can move myself around more effectively. Okay. My goal now is to take my hips away so that I can fish the elbow in front of in front of my hips or front of my stomach. Okay, so I'm trying to take my body away and then fish everything into the front line. Okay. So we're here. Okay, we've got everything tracked. I'm bringing my foot onto the hip. Now I want to take my hips back. Okay, and then I'm going to use my elbow to draw down and catch the outside of the elbow, of Ben's elbow, and then I'm looking to draw it on the inside and reinsert my hips. Okay, so I've drawn this inside, everything's secure, and I bring my hips back underneath it. Okay, now, okay, a lot of the failures of Mir locks comes from not controlling your partner's head travel. Okay, but I've got this controlled, so if Ben tries to rip the arm out at any stage as I'm setting this up, he can't because I've got his head controlled. Okay, so a lot of the time where the Mir lock would fail is if I just try and switch to like a gable grip early. Okay, Ben can pull his arm out before I've got a chance of fishing that elbow out. Okay, but if he tries to pull his head out and basically pull his arm with it, then I've got him controlled. Okay, so back on the inside. Okay. So once I've managed to fish everything out, then the finish is pretty straightforward. Okay, I use my feet on the hip, okay, and I just draw my hips underneath, okay, and take my body away to get the tap. Okay, so I'm basically applying like the Mir lock or like an Americana style finish by driving my hips through the arm. Okay, it's a really, really strong finish. Okay, and you get a lot of success with it because you've got the control of the head. Okay, so the last piece of this, okay, so the next way your partner will look to defend, even if you manage to fish the arm through, okay, so I've got this arm controlled. Now, once Ben understands the fact that I'm trying to hip and take my body away for the finish, he's going to start driving into me. Okay, so his only real option now is to try and push the elbow back on the inside. Okay, the fact that I'm doing this off the control of the head means that my movement is limited. Okay, so if Ben keeps driving into me as I try and press away, okay, it becomes like a test of how like stubborn he wants to be and how much he wants to keep driving into me and how much I can keep the control during that. Okay, so what you can do, okay, once you understand that your partner's like willing to just drive into you and take a bit of damage but they're not willing to tap, is you can go back to the more like traditional way of doing the Mir lock. Okay, releasing the head but going to like a rear naked choke grip rather than going to a gable grip. Okay, because I've already got the elbow in control, it means that I don't have to worry about him pulling the arm out. Okay, so I can release this, just come and secure, okay, and then I can take my body really far away and he won't be able to track me. Okay, so whereas I needed it to set it up in the first place because I don't want him to pull his arm out early, once I've already got it in position, okay, then I can just go after it. Okay, so I've already done the hard work, then the finish can just be taken with me. Cool? Close.